Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On between Jason, my brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Right on. We have another reaction with the band. Stone Luck's in the house tonight, and we covered WTF, their video, a couple months back. Hilarious, great tune.
Yep.
And it's nice to see us vintage aged players, and I say that with respect. Showing you how it's done, man. Absolutely.
Yep.
So so we're gonna bring the guys on. So Vince Shepley got in touch with me, and me being Vince, I hardly get to talk to anyone named Vince. And the dog I had growing up, German Shepherd, was named Shep. So of course, match made on the internet. So here we are with Stone Luck, gentlemen. What's happening?
Hey, good evening, gentlemen. How you doing? And just one correction, and I have to make it early on. The video is called OMG. Oh my God. But it's a translation of what the fuck. It's okay.
That's what happens when you have a vintage host who's maybe 6 bars into a 10 bar edible.
I love it.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
All good.
Intention was there, though. But okay, so let tell us about the new video you got going on here today.
Well, it's called Already Dead, and it's all about that inner voice that we hear all day long, incessant. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. We fight with it. You know, inner speak is what it's all about.
Right.
Everyone's got one, right? So, yeah.
No. Isn't that crazy? I actually heard that people say they don't hear a voice in their head. Like, how is that even possible? Mine don't shut up.
Those are NPCs, Vince.
Or the edibles.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your thought, but so it's about
that inner voice in us all, and just the things we wrestle with, drives you insane. And you wonder, am I alive or am I dead, kind of thing, So that's what it's about.
Yeah.
We tracked it in this studio, in Skyline Studios. I happen to live on Skyline Drive. It's amazing that we found a studio here. It's it's in my garage. We're actually in the studio right now.
What are the odds of that?
It was meant to be.
Vince, Shep, a dog named Shep, a studio named Skyline. It happens to be my house. I mean, shit.
Yeah, one of the coolest things with technology, one of the greatest things is everyone can release their music. One of the worst things in the world is everyone can release their music. But it's given people who can actually play and formulate a song like your band you can keep the costs down, man. You don't, you know what I mean? Like back in the day when you had to go in a studio, it's like, oh man, we got to work these shitty summer jobs to make all this extra cash to pay for. We got a 4-track demo because the Tascam ain't fucking,
The Porta studio.
Been working, right? Yeah.
I was explaining to some young musicians how we used to backward mask with the 4-track. Hey, you just turn the tape over, man. They're like, what?
Yeah. Now we tracked it here, Joey and I. We were writing through COVID, and we just would let the tape roll, kind of thing. We run on Pro Tools and just, we full rig in here, just short of HD Pro Tools, and ran it. But we do spend money on videos, and we do spend money on mastering. The guys up at Lacquer Channel in Toronto, Canada, those guys have done everybody. Noah Mintz has mixed, Brian Adams, Gloria Sons, Rival, you name it. He's named it. He's
Rival Sons. That's an incredible band. Wow.
Their latest, Don't Put the Fire Out, amazing.
Yeah, what is it, 10 minutes and 39 seconds, their first single off of that thing?
I know.
Them and Dream Theater,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Talk about a risk in a place where music rarely gets played. Yeah, here's a 10.5 minute epic. Yeah.
Bringing back the spirit of Freddie Mercury, right?
Oh, totally. Totally. Yeah. All right. So give us a little background on the shooting of the video.
Shoot, you want to give?
Oh, I'll start. Yeah. So, it was an interesting process. I spent 10 hours in for a 3-minute video, pretending I was sleeping, pretending I was dead, pretending I was talking to myself, and you'll get it all once you see the video. But it was good for my acting career. So we're gonna see this launches me or not.
Hey, you never know, man. There's openings opening up left and right in Hollywood with all the shenanigans happening.
Well, they're all moving to Canada or leaving the country, right?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, that's another story. But all kidding aside, we tracked this at the University of Windsor. Thank you to those cats for allowing us in there to play with the props and the stage, the sound stage. But if you pay attention to our other videos, we shot one in Mansfield, Ohio, at a merry-go-round just outside of where they shot Shawshank Redemption up there. That was a late one, 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We got out of there, and we have this character that represents the guy that's orchestrating our lives, right? It, call it who you will or what you will. We have yin and yang, dark and light, and our logo is black and white. It represents both sides, the duality of life and all that kind of thing. So we have that character. You'll see him in the first video, merry-go-round. You'll see him in the second video, oh my God. And then this is the closure of this cat that we're no longer going to use. But he's an actor that's kind of been part and parcel of our little thing.
Nice.
So next year we're going to do a bunch more videos, a bunch more originals, maybe some darker, heavier stuff. But this is one of the ones that came out of a session where Joe and I just kept jamming, and whoa, one take Willie, we ended up with what we got, So
Yeah.
Hey, man, you got to capture magic in a bottle, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. And just be glad we don't have to put it out on,
Oh!
Someone grab a pencil. Grab a pencil.
Hey, I have nightmares of tracking on Super VHS, and I hear this. What was that? And I watch the engineer say, "You might want to go for a bite, man, while we work on this."
Uh-huh.
Right.
Piles of tape all over the studio, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like I told people, like whenever they work with me, if there's their first gig or whatever, and there's artists close by, whether it be consulting with the band for touring or shooting a music video, commercial, whatever, never go or never go
Engineer, bad noise.
They're like, why? I'm like, dude, they'll come right to you. What's wrong? And sure enough, every time they're like, you're right. I'm like, yeah, people are.
Well, any player that ever tracks, right? 30 seconds after they've taken the take, they expect it to be polished, mixed, mastered. It's like
exactly. Just like a few years back when someone did something. Oh, I had a it was a job I did, and someone else had shot it, and the people wanted the raw footage. I go, don't send them the raw footage. Never send anyone the raw footage. And they're like, why? Because you're gonna get the Oprah experience. And sure enough, sure as shit, they sent the raw footage, and they think that it should be polished like an Oprah show. Like no, that's just the photography. You got to do a bunch of other shit after that. Like there's levels,
Yeah.
Nonstop in his ear the whole time. After that, I'm like, I don't. Yeah. Wisdom.
Yeah.
So let's get into this one here and wish your addition to your band farewell. And what was the character's name? What do you guys call that character?
We don't
He's
know.
been the Grim Reaper, the janitor, and the conductor.
But he's the guy behind the scenes that's always fucking with us,
Right.
He's there messing with us, and he's doing shit in the background. If you watch Merry-Go-Round, you'll see it there, and then you'll see the continuity of character through the 3 videos.
Right on.
Right.
Next year, new theme. I don't know. We're going to try to attract viewers with maybe good-looking women or something. I don't know. Good-looking.
Hey, I hear that works occasionally.
Right.
But at our age, it gets a little weird. You got to be age appropriate. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like, I look at some guys. I'm like, why would you want to date a 25-year-old? Like, are you crazy? And like, why? I'm tired, dude.
Yeah.
I don't have time to explain shit 24/7, man. My kids are grown. You know what I'm saying?
A stripper pole to us is now a cane. I mean,
That's right.
Hey, she's got her own walker, new tennis balls, man. Woo-hoo. But,
New tennis balls.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome that you got bare feet there.
you gotta have bare feet, baby.
Yeah, and I can only play the drums barefoot. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just
Yeah,
Joe has a special pair of shoes that he puts on when he gets into rehearsal or we go out and play live. He'll put on a special pair of shoes. I can't figure out how he can do it in high heels like that, but it's amazing.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah,
as long
it's
as he gets the
balanced.
strap right, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's all about the arch, and then proper, you know, makes your calf so kick ass as you're doing double bass, you know. But
Never
all right,
been-
let's get it on with Stone Luck.
Rock on.
Why won't you listen what I say? Why won't you see things my way?
Dude, the song's already cranking. Dig it. The guitar tone's great. Drums are fine. Absolutely great vocal. But it was funny to see when you're laying down there at the beginning of the song, while the rest of the band was setting up their stuff, their equipment, the singer gets the rest.
I'm always talking to myself. I'm understood by no one else. It's in my brain and in my head. Am I insane? Or am I always dead? I know who you really are. I have been watching from afar. Your inner child just keeps on screaming. And I'm tired of fucking with all these demons. It's in my brain and in my head. Am I insane? Or am I always dead? Never give up. It's in my brain.
All right. What kind of guitar did you use to record this tune? Was it the same one in the video?
It was. Yeah.
And I'm a little jealous that you have a Soldana. It was SLO 100, right?
No, it's a 50. It's one of the
Oh, it's a
original
50?
ones that he built. It's an 84, if you can
Oh,
believe that.
Oh,
Wow.
When Mike Soldana was soldering them,
Yeah.
this is what it is. Yeah.
So I'm even more jealous now that you said it's
So yeah, it's a 50 water and it's
Nice.
It's smooth, baby. It runs. It runs good.
awesome. Yeah, they're great amps. Great
That
amps.
Les Paul literally was one of the god awful ugly. Some guy put nail polish on it. It was all scuffed up. And I got a guy that redoes cars to paint it up really nice
yeah,
for me,
man.
white. And it's the player, you know.
Yeah,
She's ugly, but she cooks. You know what I'm saying?
that's all that matters. Yeah.
I had once gone with my buddy of mine when I lived out in LA, and he needed some. He was getting his guitar tuned up and shit. Wanted some work on the neck, whatever. So I bring it to this place up in the valley, and I was at the time looking for a new guitar, and it was like $900. It was like right out of my price range, and this is in like '94, you know, something like that. So it's
$3,000 today, yeah.
like if I'd have spent like $200, yeah, you know what I mean? It wasn't in because I was going home to Chicago, blah, whatever. And you know, I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, is this thing going to even be worth anything? Who the fuck is Paul Reed Smith?
Oh, oh, jeez.
Yikes.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
Me and Jason could be living in a cabin in the middle of the woods there, just drinking beer and have barbecue in our little life
Right.
if I'd had that. But we still have to work and do this.
Right.
Right on. So okay, so what other now?
Little tidbit for you. Give you a tidbit on this one.
Yeah.
So you notice Tom got pulled into the mirror,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so that's the mirror. We call that the mirror Tom. So one of the things when I was sitting with the video guy and editing and we're watching it, and I said, wait a minute, Stone Luck is in reverse and I'm playing left-handed. What the hell is, like, what's up with that? He goes, you're in the mirror world. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
That's pretty
I was
cool.
like, okay. But if you look, our video guy the videographer put a reverse image of Upside Down World in the floor. So we pulled Tom into our realm, and he's basically singing to himself in the mirror.
Right.
Wow.
So that's the premise of the video, is that he's talking to himself. The other little tidbit, you might have missed it because it flies by you, and it's relatively low in the mix. But when Tom and I were recording the vocals, he was recording the vocals. He says, I always talk to myself, man. I always say, what the fuck's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
what the fuck's wrong with you?
So if you listen real careful after he says, what's the,
I'm always talking.
I'm always
to myself.
talking to myself. And you
What's
hear
wrong
go.
with you?
You hear it very low. It's in the mix, but it's there.
Right. Well, thanks for explaining the reflection thing. I thought it might have been my edible.
No, you're good.
And in my head, am I insane? Or am I
And then there was no one there. That was awesome, guys. Right on,
Yeah.
man.
Digging it?
Great tune.
Absolutely. You guys
Absolutely.
got a great groove going on, man, for sure.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sure.
So
And-
the question is, where did Tom go? Where did he go? Did he go back to non-mirror land, or did he go someplace else? That's the question it's supposed to leave you with. You're supposed to ask
Yeah.
that. 'Cause you saw the
Where did he go?
guy- Where did he go?
We don't know where he went.
He was there.
Ah, yeah, you could be in Male World. You can be in all types of things. You never know what's going to go
Same
on.
joke. Same joke.
Bobby, what's the dead guy doing in the room, boy? But yeah, that was awesome. All right, so drums, digital, or did you go all natural?
All natural.
Yeah, all natural. Yeah.
No triggers. Nothing fancy. I mean, it's raw. We can play it live and make it sound just as shitty as just as good as the.
Well, like as a drum, it always bums me out when they use a drum machine or some. I'm like, you got a player right there. You know what I mean?
He's a Swiss watch. Always has been. We don't quantize anything. What you hear is what you get. And if the vocal is a hair off, I do not go in and auto tune Jack Boo.
Right.
It's rock and roll, man. It's supposed to
It's
be
rock
what
and roll.
it is.
Yeah. Mistakes and all, right? So.
Yep.
Yeah, there's supposed to be dirt in the corners. There's supposed to be able, little breaths here and there. That little, all that.
Yeah.
Like Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, hey, mama. And then if the song starts, you know why that's there? Because someone spilled coffee on the tape.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, it was.
No.
They set the tape on the console, and someone knocked over a cup of coffee.
No liquid in the room. Everyone knows the rule. Everyone knows the rule.
Exactly. All right. So what's next for you guys? What do you got going on in 25? Because holidays will be here, and next.
Yeah. So we're looking at a couple of shows out in potential, like in Jesse Dupree, who owns Full Throttle.
Yeah.
He's been chatting back and forth. He's digging the music, and when do you guys want to come out? Can't give you a Friday or a Saturday, but come out on a Thursday. You still get 5,000 people during Bike Week.
Yeah.
looking at maybe Florida, some areas down there, just to play live and get out and socialize the music with people.
Sure.
We just opened up for Tease 70s, a big deal in Canada. They're touring, got famous in Japan and came back and kind of disbanded, had some inner turmoils, but great bunch of guys. They're going to take us out with them, supposedly to Saskatchewan and the West Coast, Vancouver. They just did a live album in Liège. They talked about maybe potentially bringing us out into Europe, but hey, who knows? We're all working stiffs like the rest of the world.
Right.
Same here.
Our companies pay us a lot of money not to play music, you know.
That's funny. My other jobs don't pay me shit not to talk.
Keep pushing.
Right.
But no, and then more videos. You know, we find that the media today, you know, like when I talked to the Noah up at Lacquer Channel, I said, should I get some CDs made? He says, actually, you should get some records made.
Yeah.
You'd be better off to go and do some vinyl, man. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Who the hell's going to play vinyl? He goes, well, what are you going to sell? A little freaking jump drive? Like, what are you going to do anymore?
Well, vinyl's outselling. You know, it's
Yeah.
outselling CDs right now. Vinyl's on the boom. You know, there's all different type of vinyl. Like for instance, Japanese vinyl is the densest vinyl, so the music sounds the best on Japanese plastic or vinyl, which is, you know, I didn't know that until last week. You know. But,
so yeah, the more we're gonna, you know, again, new music in the can. We've got ideas always popping up, and then more video work for sure in 2012.
Nice.
It's kind of addictive, you know. It's not cheap, but you get going and you get into a groove.
Right.
And I got to tell you, man, if you play the same song 25 times over and over, like even if faking it playing to the video, you're tired, man. You know, to maintain energy.
Totally.
So, but anyway, that's I think for the future, you know.
Yeah.
See where we get, you know.
Well, you guys are always welcome to come back here anytime you got something new. Please, we will we'll do the same thing. Come on, get interviewed. We'll play the track, whatever you guys need help in promoting. Just let us know. We'll help promote your shows and stuff.
Yep.
Just because we like your music, we're not asking for shite. So we're not that kind of people. We just dig what we dig. You know what I mean?
We appreciate.
And we don't go negative. And a lot of people, why don't you do this? I said, why? Because I hate that. I don't like screamo. I'm not gonna. No, sorry. You know.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We appreciate you guys and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Art's subjective, man. So like, I don't want to be negative on anyone's favorite music just because I don't. You know, that's
right. Not my cup of tea, right?
Yeah, exactly. We were all raised with manners and to have respect and still be a smart ass on the side, you know. So I'll reserve my right. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Go check out Stone Luck. Go on Facebook, go on YouTube. And what's great about having multiple videos, once they watch one, they're going to watch all the rest of them.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys and your support always. Thanks again.
Absolutely, man.
Our pleasure.
Vince, have a good one, man. Guys, have a good one. And always make sure you always get rest like that before any gig when they set up. You know, make sure they have the bed set up for you backstage.
Problem.
Vince,
be good.
how do you know when a singer's knocking at your door? He doesn't know when to come in.
Oh. Nice. Hey, I got a joke for you. How many members of YouTube does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. Just give it to Bono and the world will revolve around him.
Oh!
Yeah.
Anyway, gentlemen, have a good one. And as always, go see local music, go buy local music, but most of all,
keep listening.
see you next time on Tunage.